What is up, ladies and gentle thieves? I am a fish, and Season 9 of Marvel Rivals has been out for a few days now, and I wanted to give my thoughts and, well, my prayers to all of the Ultron mans. I'm so sorry. It seems you were having too much fun, and as we know, Clanker enjoyers aren't allowed to have fun. That is the official stance of NetEase, apparently. So, my condolences. You just got a cool skin? Suck it, I guess. But I want to get my thoughts on the season. Some of the things I'm hoping for, some theories. Full disclosure, I've not seen any of the leaks. I know apparently there were some big leaks. The only thing I ever got leaked to me was Jubilee's first store skin, which is already in the game. So, I got that leaked to me like a day or so before Season 9 came out. I didn't want it leaked to me, but I saw it against my free will. So, I've not seen anything else. Full disclosure. First of all, though, thoughts on this season. I love the new team-ups. I love them so much. They're so fun, they're good, they're interesting. I'm playing Hulk now, because the Wolverine team-up is so fun. I feel like it's really, truly revitalized the game on some fundamental level, and I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy for that sake. I do think, of course, the balancing is questionable. But it's better than I thought it'd be, honestly. I thought it'd be worse. So, I don't know, man. I feel like people in the Rivals fandom and community, they live off of complaining. And yeah, there's plenty of things to actually complain about. But dear God, some of y'all just fucking yap. It's just complaining. That's all some people do. I'm convinced some people don't even play the game. Or if they do play the game, they just do it to complain. I hate it. Like, yeah, the same characters being meta for multiple seasons, that's annoying. Complain about that. The community sucking asshole? Complain about that. But, like, God, this community, I've been the only part of this community for a few months, and it's already like, damn, y'all suck. But I'm a firm believer that, be the change you want to see. So, with my little tiny forte into Marvel Rivals content creation, I just want to be more of a positive source, and more of a casual source as well. I'm sure there's other casual creators out there, but so many of the dominant Marvel Rivals creators are just really good at the game, and not only do they have a different perspective because of that, but a lot of them are also very jaded, locking themselves in their room, playing this game for 10 hours a day, and then questioning why they go fucking manic. So, yeah. The season's been really good. The first couple of days were really bad in ranked, and stuff like that, so that was pretty bad, but, I mean, recently it's been good, brother. It's been nice, it's been fun, I've been enjoying it, and at the end of the day, the most important thing about a video game is enjoying it. Balance is important, not denying that, but just saying, there's a balance to these things. One might say there's a balance to these things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some other thoughts. The battle pass is aight. This is the first battle pass I've actually gotten because I'm poor as dirt. But I do like it decently. The Elsa skin's really good. The Namor skin's fine. The Fantastic skin recolor is okay. The Ultron skin's really good. The Mantis skin's really good. The Iron Man skin's really good. The Deadpool skin's really good. Like, it's a pretty solid battle pass. My only real complaint is the fact there's no Storm skin. The woman who grew up in Egypt. Kind of weird that she's not included. In my opinion. But, I guess beggars can't be choosers. Alright. The Widow rework was cool. I like it. I still think they should have fully reworked her. I think actually people would have been less mad if they just went completely ball to the wall and remade her from the ground up. I think people would have preferred that. But now she's like just similar enough to piss people off who liked playing Widow before, and just different enough. I don't know. And I do agree that she has less identity now. She does just kind of feel like another hit scan. But in my opinion, games like this shouldn't really have snipers, because it's not even that they're impossible to balance, but I think fundamentally they're just like a boring role for most people. And while I understand and I do completely accept that some people really like that role, in this game of like superpowered gods, I don't think it's that crazy that people don't really care for standing and shooting while aiming down sights in like the back of the middle of nowhere. So like I get it, and I also think that actually brings me to one of my bigger problems with Marvel Rivals as like a game as a whole, is like whenever they fuck up a character, it's like, what do you do? Like a character who I was actually playing for these sessions just to have background, to have footage for this. I was playing Hawkeye because I'm a firm believer that Hawkeye in this game is like such wasted potential. But that's coming from a guy who's just a really big Hawkeye fan. I've been a Hawkeye fan since I was a kid. He was always my favorite Avenger. I kind of had what people had for Batman for Hawkeye. You know, like, this is a regular guy who's fighting gods and is able to, you know, be a superhero. I always thought that was really cool. And in my later life now, I'm not that old or anything, but, you know, as I've matured, I've grown to appreciate him as, like, disabled representation, because he's usually depicted as deaf. And, you know, I think he's just really underappreciated as a character. I also think it's always funny that people make fun of him for having no superpowers, but they just love Black Widow still, because I wonder why. And so, like, in this game, for example, I think he should have been built around being a strategist, actually. The way I think of him being played would be, like, a character who, like, has a lot of mobility, can move around the battlefield really quickly. Maybe he has, like a grappling hook arrow, and he has the double jump, maybe he can wall run, and he can, like, shoot down the air, like, different kinds of trick arrows. So maybe he could be a strategist that focuses on depowering the enemies. So he could have, like, ice that slows them down. He could have, like, some kind of poison that he can shoot. Maybe some kind of blindness effect, like a flashbang arrow. And then I think that would have been more fun, honestly. I think that would have been more interesting. And I'm a firm believer that people who say every character is built for DPS and, like, from the Marvel IP, and that it's, like, difficult to turn them into other roles, I completely disagree. Just because a character makes sense as a DPS doesn't mean they can't make sense as another role. I mean, Moon Knight could have been a tank, Phoenix could have been a tank, Daredevil could have been a tank, fucking Iron Man could have been a tank, Iron Man could have been a strategist. Like, this is a thing where if you just think a little bit, we do not need that many DPS, and rant aside. But yeah, and then, I'm sorry, this is very, very much just off the top of my head, but, so I've talked about, I like the season so far, I like the team-ups, I've apologized to the Ultron players that are existing, and then I talked about the Widow rework, kind of soft launched my idea for Hawkeye rework, because I love Hawkeye as a character. And so I guess to wrap it up will be some characters and some lore that I think is happening. So, Hood's a misdirect. I think we all know that. Anyone who knows anything, it doesn't make sense. First of all, why would he kill Apocalypse? That's not his forte. He's like a criminal boss guy. I mean, he has like a relationship with Mephisto and everything, but I don't really see like that being like that important. So he's easily a misdirect. I think we can pretty much confirm it's Gore. It's all but confirmed, right? I don't know if there was references to Gore before, but in the Season 8 Battle Pass, there were a bunch of references to him. Unworthy Thor, like that version of Unworthy Thor comes from, I believe, a Gore the God Butcher comic. Or not a Gore the God, a comic with Gore as the villain. I think that comes from specifically the sentence, Gore was right, comes from a time where Nick Fury became, like, evil or some shit, and he got, like, cosmic abilities, and then he, like, said that to Thor to basically just, like, ruin him and make him unworthy so he didn't have to deal with him or some shit. I don't know. I think Gore's coming. Gore killing Apocalypse makes sense. But obviously Hood had something to do with it, and that's really the question. What did Hood have to do with it? Why was he there? Why did he say the whole mutants, gods, Mira, no one's above the hood? Why did he say that? What was his role? Was he working for Gore? Is he working for someone else? I don't really know. I feel like we just need more information on that one. We'll probably get that over time. And then we have... and honestly, this mystery is being set up really well, because I don't know all the answers. I've been doing the Death of Apocalypse, like, puzzles. Psylocke just came out today. And so, spoilers for those, I guess. Wolverine was killed by Bucky, because Bucky, for some reason, thought it was a good idea to mention to Wolverine that he killed his family at that point. Which, I get it. Trauma bonding between two human weapons. I understand where the lore came from. I'm just questioning why Bucky thought, hey, Apocalypse just died. Hey, Wolverine, I killed your family. That's a little weird. I don't know why he did that. Like, that's strange decision-making from old Buck. And then Psylocke was killed by Loki, which, honestly, I should have guessed, because one of the hints is, like, Thor asking if the undead energy of the arrow had anything to do with Hela, and he was, or sorry, it had anything to do with Loki, and he was like, I don't know, maybe you should ask Hela. So it's like, I should have been able to guess that easier. And then Death of Gambit's not out yet, it's gonna take a few more days for that. I don't know who's gonna be the one who killed Gambit. Maybe it'll be Hood, because the previous two weren't Hood. My real big question, though, is, how is this all tying together? Why was Hood there? If Gore was involved, why? Why is he around now? Obviously, because Apocalypse wanted to be a god, but, like, what's the lore here? Will Gore be playable, or will Gore just be a season villain? I don't know. Again, I haven't seen the leaks. I'm really curious what the story here is. Okay, so everyone's dead. Why are they dying? What's happening? I'm also wondering if maybe there will be some kind of mind control thing going on. Like, maybe, I don't know. Like, what I'm confused about with the lore is, why did all these murders happen immediately? Obviously, there will be something more to it, but I don't know it. But that's kind of the point of a mystery. It's been really fun, though. Alright, so those are my thoughts for the season, my thoughts for the lore, what I think is going to be happening. If you want to know, I think, personally, they might do Captain Marvel next season, and so they might do Captain Marvel as, like, the more well-known character, and Gore as the less-known character, because I'm like, who are they going to bring to fight Gore? If Gore is in the game. This is all based off the pretense that he's coming, which is not confirmed by any means, and I refuse to look at leaks. So, like, if he's coming, who's gonna come for him? Well, Thor's there. They could do Hercules. I'm not against Hercules. And then the next big one would be who's a really famous, like a more famous, powerful character who's not in the game yet. My bet would be on Marvel Rival, or maybe Blue Marvel. Blue Marvel is also a possibility. Those are my thoughts, those are my hopes, those are my opinions. What do you think of this season? Are you enjoying it? What do you think of the lore? What do you think the truth? What do you think the mystery is going to be? Let me know. Have a good one. Please and thank you. Goodbye.